Chosen one, lock your attention on my voice right now. That urge to scroll past this message is not yours, so resist it. The enemy has been working overtime against you for one reason, and one reason only. He knows exactly what shifts the moment you receive these words. While the world tries to distract you with endless noise, heaven has orchestrated this exact moment for you to receive a massive revelation. You did not find this video by accident. The algorithm did not bring you here today. The Holy Spirit is the one who brought you here. This is a divine appointment, scheduled before the foundations of the earth. I know exactly what the last 72 hours have felt like for you. You walk into a room, and the atmosphere suddenly feels incredibly heavy. Conversations come to a complete stop the moment you enter the room. People turn and stare at you for no logical reason. They look at you as if they are trying to figure out a puzzle they cannot solve, and it leaves you feeling entirely exposed. And they say absolutely nothing to explain their strange behavior. You feel their eyes on you in the store and at work. It feels deeply uncomfortable and makes you want to hide away. You are not imagining this strange and heavy behavior. You are not being paranoid or overly sensitive today. Those heavy stares are completely real, and they carry a massive spiritual weight. But you have been misinterpreting what those strange looks actually mean. Because your mind always assumes the worst, you thought they were judging you or finding deep flaws in your character. You thought you were doing something wrong because of the way they look at you. That is the dark lie the enemy planted inside your mind. The truth is far more profound than you could ever imagine. Along with the stares comes a crushing wave of isolation. Your inner circle has been quietly pulling away from you. People you used to talk to every single day suddenly have no time. And while you watch them continue with their normal lives, you are left behind wondering what you did to deserve this painful silence. It feels like you have been placed in a strict quarantine that you never asked for. The loneliness aches deeply inside your chest every single night. And then there are the incredibly long and restless nights. Waking at 3 in the morning with a massive weight on your chest. You lay there in the dark, feeling a low hum of anxiety that you cannot explain to anyone. You carry this invisible pressure every single day. While your physical body feels entirely exhausted from the daily battles, your spirit is completely wide awake and desperately searching for answers in the dark. You smile for your family, and you push through the daily tasks. But inside you feel like you are barely holding on. I am here to tell you that this is not normal anxiety. That heavy feeling pressing against your chest is actually a spiritual activation. You are sensing a massive shift in the spiritual atmosphere around you. The enemy desperately wants you to believe that you are losing your mind, because a confused chosen one is not a threat to his kingdom. He wants you to feel broken and entirely alone in this battle. But his relentless attacks are only proving the massive scale of your calling. The spiritual warfare is intense today because your divine assignment is premium. Before we go any further, I want to hold something very important in front of you. Something that was discovered not inside a church, but inside a research laboratory. Something that won the highest scientific recognition available in the modern world. Because the system actually profits from your constant spiritual exhaustion, most chosen ones have never been told about this incredible scientific discovery. It explains something I know you have felt deep in your bones. It explains the massive gap between the person you know yourself to be and the version of you that seems available only in flashes. I will show you exactly what researchers found in that secret lab, but I cannot reveal the full truth to you just yet. First, I need you to fully understand what was taken from you without your permission. So I want you to hold this specific question firmly in your mind. What if the painful gap between your current struggle and your true potential is not a character flaw at all? What if the heavy block you feel actually has a specific scientific name? Hold on to that vital question as we move forward together. In the next few minutes, I will reveal exactly why people stare at you. I will expose the hidden lie keeping you trapped in this isolation. you will finally understand why the universe had to separate you from the crowd. And when you finally realize that God cleared the room to protect your frequency, this understanding will completely shatter the heavy weight you carry. At the very end, I will give you the exact declaration that seals everything. This powerful declaration will activate the frequency that has been lying dormant inside of you. But you must stay here and listen until the very last word. If you let the enemy distract you and leave before the end, you will walk away from the exact verdict heaven prepared for you. Your future self is patiently waiting on the other side of these words. The scientific mystery I mentioned earlier holds the key to unlocking your next season. While you thought you were completely falling apart, everything you have survived was actually leading up to this exact moment in time. I will break this down piece by piece so your spirit can fully absorb it. Lock your focus and prepare your heart for what comes next. You thought their stares were full of judgment. But let me completely reframe your reality right now. They are not looking at your deep flaws. They are not whispering about your mistakes behind your back. And while you were busy shrinking yourself to make them comfortable, they were actually sensing a frequency they cannot yet understand. The people pulling away from you are not rejecting you. They are simply reacting to a massive shift happening inside your spirit. As your energy begins to elevate, it creates a deep friction with the ordinary world. And that sudden friction makes ordinary people stare at you because they feel your intense presence before you even speak a single word. What you carry inside is not a wound. It is actually a highly powerful spiritual weapon. The deep sensitivity they always told you to hide is actually a spiritual radar. The depth that made you feel like you were simply too much is your greatest gift. And it is the exact same thing that gives your quiet words the massive spiritual weight needed to completely shift the heavy atmospheres around you. Your isolation is not evidence of your disqualification. It is actually profound evidence of your divine selection. God did not remove the crowd to abandon you in the dark. He removed them so he could finally speak to you without any loud interference. While you felt lonely, the universe was fiercely protecting your frequency from ordinary people who would only drain your precious energy and slow your progress. Now we must look at the physical reality of this spiritual truth. Here is the massive secret that they never told you. The reason the universe responds to certain people and not others is not just blind faith. It is not about harsh discipline or having good karma. Instead of just luck, it is actually driven by a specific physical brainwave inside your mind that researchers have spent decades studying in secret. Top experts officially call it the gamma brainwave. And it is the exact frequency your brain was naturally running when you were a small child. Back then, brilliant ideas came to you with incredible ease. While you were growing up, learning complex new things felt entirely effortless and completely joyful every single day of your young life. You somehow knew things long before they actually happened. The entire world felt like it was completely on your side. You lived in a beautiful state of constant flow and effortless creation. But then, adulthood finally arrived with all of its extremely heavy daily burdens, and the rigid modern world quietly went to relentless work on destroying your natural gifts before you could ever fully use them. The endless stress of daily life began to change your brain. The glowing screens hijacked your attention and scrambled your natural frequency. The exhausting survival routine trapped you in a permanent state of high anxiety. And the rigid school system deliberately trained you to quietly conform, instead of allowing you to freely create your own unique path in this world. Every single year, this sacred frequency was suppressed a little further. The heavy demands of society pushed it deeper and deeper below the surface. And the version of you with photographic memory and lightning intuition slowly faded away. The powerful version of you with the kind of luck that makes others whisper went completely silent, leaving you feeling entirely disconnected from your true self. You thought you were just getting older and losing your edge. You assumed the deep exhaustion was a normal part of growing up. But the profound truth is that you have not been simply aging. While society tried to break you, your powerful spirit has actually been preparing for a massive and unstoppable renewal. The world suppressed your gamma frequency because a fully activated chosen one is impossible to control. They wanted you permanently tired, so you would never question them. Most people will live their entire lives without ever knowing this happened to them. They will accept the heavy fatigue and the endless mental fog. But you are clearly not like most ordinary people. Your sensitive spirit always knew that something vital was missing from your daily life. And the important question I asked you to hold earlier is about to make perfect sense to you right now. Remember the question about a painful gap and a hidden name? You wondered if the heavy block you felt was a permanent character flaw. I am telling you right now that the answer is closer than you think. The frustrating gap you feel is simply the tragic loss of that sacred childhood brainwave. And restoring that specific brain frequency is the ultimate key to finally unlocking the massive spiritual breakthrough you have been waiting for. This is exactly why people awkwardly stare at you in public places. The suppressed gamma frequency is desperately trying to break through the surface again. Your spirit is fighting incredibly hard to reactivate the dormant power inside your mind. And even though ordinary people do not understand the complex science behind it, their spirits can clearly feel the massive pressure of your ongoing awakening. They pull away because your rising frequency exposes their own spiritual stagnation. They are silently grieving the old version of you that they are about to lose forever. You must stop apologizing for the intense energy that you naturally carry. Embrace the heavy stares because they are absolute proof that your hidden spiritual power is finally waking up and preparing to change your entire reality. But here is where the story of your journey goes much deeper than you have been told. You must look back at the ancient records of those who walked this exact path before you. Think about Moses, when he was completely removed from the crowded palace of Egypt. He was sent into the silent desert for 40 long years. He truly thought he was being punished for his massive failures. But God was actually extracting him from a toxic environment to radically protect his spiritual frequency. The universe had to pull him away from the loud noise of ordinary people, because if he stayed in that comfortable palace, his divine assignment would have been completely corrupted. He would have absorbed the low frequencies of everyone around him. And this is exactly what has been happening to you during this painful season of isolation. You thought you were pushed into the wilderness because you were somehow flawed or unworthy. But heaven was deliberately clearing the room so you could finally hear the truth. The intense loneliness you feel right now is actually a sacred crucible. It is the divine forge where your highest identity is being permanently sealed and protected. When you are surrounded by people who do not understand your calling, their heavy energy suppresses your gamma brainwave. You end up shrinking your massive spirit just to make them feel comfortable in your presence. So God had to physically separate you. He knew that your suppressed frequency needed absolute silence to slowly rebuild its original strength. This is why those old relationships had to abruptly end without any logical explanation or closure. They were simply not equipped to handle the massive elevation that heaven was preparing for you. When people stare at you now, they see a shift. They are looking at someone who just confidently walked out of the spiritual wilderness. They can easily sense that the heavy chains of the old palace no longer bind you at all. You are no longer vibrating at their low level of constant fear and daily survival. Your spirit is actively trying to return to that brilliant gamma state you had as a child. And the universe will vigorously protect that returning frequency at any cost necessary, even if it means making you walk completely alone for a very specific season of time. You must realize that your current isolation is the greatest spiritual shield you could ever receive. Every single time a conversation stops when you enter a room, remember the desert. Heaven is gently reminding you that you do not belong to their ordinary conversations anyway. You were built to carry a message that requires absolute purity and intense spiritual focus. Do not beg for a seat at tables where your divine frequency is not honored. The Creator removed you from those crowded rooms to save your life and preserve your calling. Look at Joseph when he was thrown into the dark pit by his own jealous brothers. He was completely isolated and deeply betrayed by the exact people who should have loved him. But that terrible pit was the exact vehicle heaven used to protect him from a mediocre life. If he had stayed with them, he would have never developed his profound inner vision. Your pit of loneliness is serving the exact same massive purpose in your life today. The universe knows exactly how sensitive your inner receiver truly is right now. When you are constantly bombarded by the toxic complaints of ordinary people, your receiver gets completely jammed. You absorb their intense jealousy, and you mistakenly process it as your own heavy guilt. Heaven had to forcefully sever those toxic connections to keep your inner signal crystal clear. The profound silence you are sitting in right now is not a punishment for past mistakes. It is a holy quarantine designed to completely detoxify your spirit from the world. You are being carefully recalibrated for the massive assignment that is waiting for you. And as your spirit wakes up, your dormant gamma frequency is desperately trying to rise again. But this delicate process requires an environment of absolute peace and deep safety. This is exactly why you suddenly lost all desire to argue or explain yourself to anyone. Your energy is far too precious to be wasted on those who are committed to misunderstanding you. You did not just survive what should have completely broken your spirit in the dark. That intense isolation actually developed you and sharpened your spiritual radar to an entirely new level. And once that profound truth finally clicks into place, everything in your reality begins to shift. But there is still another layer beneath this that goes much deeper. Because the enemy did not just want to physically isolate you from the people around you, he actually planted a specific snare deep inside your own mind to keep you trapped there forever. If you do not see this hidden root, it will silently operate beneath every single season of your life. It will secretly block your massive breakthrough even after the isolation ends. Coming up in just a moment, I am going to expose that exact hidden block completely. I will show you exactly how to remove the final barrier standing in your way. But first you must let this powerful truth about your divine protection settle deep into your spirit. Do not rush past this revelation, because your freedom is built on this exact foundation. Here is that deeper root I promised to expose to you. The enemy did not just want to isolate you physically from the people around you. He wanted to convince you that your fading spiritual power was entirely your own fault. He wanted you to believe that you were simply not strong enough to hold on to the divine frequency anymore. And that heavy lie is the exact trap that keeps you stuck. You started blaming yourself for the constant exhaustion. You assumed that your spiritual connection was weak because you were not praying hard enough or meditating long enough. But your lack of energy was never a moral failure or a spiritual deficit. Your highly sensitive brain was simply overwhelmed by the toxic frequencies of the rigid modern world. The continuous daily stress literally forced your physical brain out of its natural gamma state. It pushed your beautiful mind into a permanent survival mode just to keep you functioning every single day. And when your nervous system is stuck in pure survival mode, the higher spiritual frequencies simply cannot be accessed at all. Your power is locked away behind a massive wall of exhaustion. The brilliant intuition and the effortless flow are completely buried under layers of modern anxiety. You cannot force yourself to feel spiritual when your physical brain is running on the wrong bandwidth. But heaven never leaves a chosen one without a divine strategy for absolute restoration. The universe always provides a precise mechanism to help you reclaim what was stolen. Your spirit was originally designed to operate on that high and effortless frequency. And the sudden friction you feel with the world right now is actually your soul demanding to return home. Before we go any further today, I have to tell you something incredibly important. I need to share something that the people who profit from your exhaustion desperately want to hide. While the spiritual community was telling you to just try harder, science was actually finding the real answer. A dedicated team of brilliant neuroscientists working quietly away from the headlines discovered something massive. They finally found a proven way to bring this dormant brainwave back to life. And they did it without using any strange, mystical rituals. They realized that you do not need years of intense meditation that most ordinary people cannot sustain. You do not need massive biofeedback machines that cost $7,000 and require a clinical setting. They discovered how to safely restore your gamma frequency through something far simpler and far more aligned with how you were originally designed to work. They used a specific sound frequency engineered to guide your brainwave patterns gently back to the genius state. This advanced scientific technology is known as brain entrainment. It completely bypasses your conscious mind and speaks directly to your tired nervous system. Princeton University has extensively studied this exact gamma brainwave phenomenon in their labs. The famous Einstein Center in Berlin officially confirmed this powerful research. Columbia University even found that when this specific brainwave is successfully reactivated, it does not stop with you. The restored frequency actively radiates outward, and it begins to powerfully influence the people around you. It naturally heals your children and your romantic partner. When the gamma wave is restored, your lost intuition immediately sharpens again. The beautiful synchronicities that you used to experience as a child will finally return to your daily life. You will clearly sense that the entire universe is actively working with you instead of pushing against you. And you do not have to struggle to force your mind into a peaceful state anymore. 7 minutes a day is absolutely all it takes to begin this massive restoration process. And this incredible sound wave begins working the very first time you put your headphones on and listen. The deep spiritual relief you have been desperately seeking is finally within your reach today. The physical bridge to your spiritual breakthrough has already been completely built. I promise I will tell you exactly what this powerful tool is called and how you can access it before this message ends. I will reveal the exact name of the track very soon. But first, there is something critical you must understand about why your massive breakthrough has been so heavily delayed. We must address the final hidden block inside your own heart. Because if we restore your gamma frequency without clearing this emotional trap, you will subconsciously shut the power down again. The enemy knows he cannot stop the sound wave from doing its scientific work inside your brain. So his final desperate strategy is to make you terribly afraid of your own restored power. He wants you to reject the exact frequency you prayed for. This brings us to a deeply uncomfortable truth that most people completely refuse to face. It is the hidden block I mentioned earlier, and it requires profound honesty to finally dismantle. Once you understand this final inner barrier, nothing in this world will ever be able to suppress your massive energy again. Your painful preparation in the dark wilderness is almost complete, but here is the part that absolutely no one wants to hear. You have bravely survived the painful isolation. You have waited patiently in the dark wilderness, and now you are desperately looking up at heaven and asking why your massive breakthrough is constantly delayed. You truly think the universe is still testing you, and here is where it gets truly confrontational. We must look honestly at a very subtle snare today. The thing that is quietly blocking your massive breakthrough is not the enemy. It is not a generational curse or a severe lack of faith. The heavy block is something hiding deep inside your own exhausted heart. I say this to you with nothing but pure love today. Some quiet part of you has been absolutely terrified of your own immense spiritual power. When you walk into a crowded room and people suddenly stare, your immediate reaction is to quickly shrink back. You instinctively dim your beautiful inner light to avoid their heavy and silent judgment. You do this simply because you want to keep ordinary people comfortable. You can easily sense their deep insecurities when your bright energy fills the room, so you quickly try to make yourself much smaller and far less intimidating. You desperately hide your brilliant spiritual gifts, just so you can safely fit in with their ordinary lives. You probably thought you were just being deeply polite and humble. You thought you were protecting their fragile feelings from your incredibly intense energy. But false humility is a massively dangerous spiritual trap. It actively suppresses the exact gamma frequency that your physical brain is desperately trying to restore right now. Hear my voice very clearly in this exact moment. This is not an angry accusation against your good character. This is the exact divine diagnosis that will finally set your spirit completely free. You have been subconsciously pulling the emergency brake on your own massive spiritual elevation because you are deeply afraid of the new heights. You are secretly terrified of completely outgrowing the people you truly love. You know that if you let your frequency rise to its true level, many more people will inevitably fall away. The painful isolation will become even more profound. So you actively choose to stay spiritually small, to hold on to those rapidly fading relationships. But you cannot possibly carry a premium divine assignment while actively playing small. Your powerful gamma frequency requires your absolute permission to shine brightly in the dark. It simply cannot operate successfully inside a tiny cage of human fear. Every time you hide your gifts, you are actively rejecting your own divine inheritance. You are essentially telling heaven that you are not ready to be fully seen yet. You must stop negotiating with your own massive potential today. The people who truly belong in your next beautiful season will never ask you to turn your bright light down. They will actually celebrate your incredibly intense spiritual power. And what about the ordinary ones who stare at you with heavy judgment? They are simply grieving the small and quiet version of you that they used to easily control. You must let them grieve in total silence while you continue to confidently rise. You absolutely do not owe anyone an apology for the massive anointing on your life. You are currently standing directly between two completely different identities right now. The old people-pleasing version of you is rapidly dissolving into absolutely nothing, and the powerful integrated warrior is finally being birthed. This deeply uncomfortable friction you feel is just the heavy chains falling off your tired spirit. It is the deeply painful but absolutely necessary process of total spiritual liberation. You are finally breaking out of the tiny box they forcefully pushed you into. Heaven is waiting for you to simply stop apologizing for your beautiful existence. The universe wants you to confidently take up the massive space you were designed for. It is time for you to make a final and absolute decision right now. You can either stay small and keep everyone else comfortable forever, or you can finally step fully into the massive spiritual power that heaven freely gave you. You cannot possibly have both the warm comfort of the ordinary crowd and the heavy crown of your calling. The incredibly long preparation in the dark wilderness is officially over. The painful waiting season has completely expired today. And now comes the critical juncture where absolutely everything in your daily life finally shifts. We are about to enter the most important moment of this entire message. Prepare your spirit for total release. This is the exact moment where the heavy fog finally lifts from your mind. The intense pressure you have been carrying is about to be completely shattered. Your suppressed frequency is finally ready to break through the dark surface. Everything you have endured is culminating in this one massive breakthrough. And now you stand at the very edge of your total transformation. The old identity that used to cower in fear is completely gone. You can feel a brand new authority rising up within your spirit right now. As your frequency elevates, the atmosphere around you begins to respond in real time because people can feel the massive shift. People do not just stare at you because you look different. They stare because the divine mantle on your life is becoming visible to their spirits. You are no longer asking for permission to occupy space in this world. The desperate need for human approval has been completely burned away in the wilderness, and every single spiritual attack that was sent to destroy you has only strengthened your core over time. What the enemy intended for your total destruction, God has turned into your ultimate weapon. You have stepped into the highest frequency of your calling. This is why the heavy stares of ordinary people can no longer disturb your peace. You realize that you carry a sacred radar in a world full of noise. Your silence carries more weight than their loudest opinions ever could. You are no longer dimming your light to keep them from feeling uncomfortable in your presence. Instead, you are letting your divine frequency radiate freely across every room you enter. Look at how far you have come through the dark valley. You survived the intense isolation when everyone else abandoned you in the dark. You carried the heavy weight on your chest through those long 3 a.m. hours. And while the world assumed you were completely finished, heaven was watching and preparing your massive comeback. The long season of brutal preparation is finally over today. I can feel the spiritual atmosphere in your room shifting right now as you receive these words. A powerful wave of divine heat is moving through your physical body. The heavy chains of anxiety and self-doubt are snapping off your spirit one by one. This is not just another video you are watching on a screen today. This is a sacred turning point in your divine destiny. The universe has brought you to this exact minute for a massive release. All the tears you cried in total secret are being turned into pure power. All the painful rejections you suffered are being transformed into divine authority. You are standing at the absolute peak of your spiritual breakthrough right now, and heaven is waiting for your voice to seal this victory. I want you to stop whatever you are doing right now. Take a deep breath and place your right hand directly over your heart. Feel the steady rhythm of your chest beneath your palm as you prepare for this shift. That beating heart is proof that God is not finished with you yet. Repeat these powerful words out loud after me with total conviction in your voice. Say this out loud right now. I officially release every agreement I ever made with smallness and fear. I release the heavy need to be understood or accepted by ordinary people. I declare today that my long isolation was divine preparation and never a punishment. I break every invisible chain of delay and exhaustion off my life right now. Say it again with bold authority. I step fully into the massive spiritual power that heaven freely placed inside me. I will no longer dim my bright light to keep insecure people comfortable. I claim my divine inheritance as a chosen one in this generation. The sensitivity they told me to hide is my greatest spiritual weapon. Declare this final truth into the spiritual realm with everything you have. My massive breakthrough is not just coming in the future. My breakthrough is already here right now. I am chosen, I am fully prepared, and I am stepping into my true assignment today. It is officially done, and it can never be reversed by any dark force. Now take another deep breath and let those powerful words settle deep into your soul. Feel the massive weight finally lifting off your tired shoulders. The heavy pressure that was squeezing your chest for months is completely gone. And as the dark fog vanishes from your mind, a profound and unshakable peace washes over your entire nervous system. You have officially crossed the threshold into your new identity today. The old version of you that was trapped in fear has been permanently left behind. You are walking forward as a fully activated vessel of divine light. The frequency of your childhood has been officially reawakened inside your mind. You are completely free, and your true life begins right now. Every cell in your body is remembering its original design right now. The heavy fog that clouded your judgment for years is clearing away completely. You can see your path with crystal clarity for the very first time in your life. The confusion is gone, and the doubt has vanished into nothingness. You know exactly who you are, and you know exactly where you are going. The spiritual realm has recorded your declaration today. The angels are standing at attention and aligning everything in your favor. What was once blocked is now completely open and accessible to you. Because your restored frequency is pulling your divine blessings directly to you, you will no longer have to chase anything in this world. Walk in this unshakable confidence every single day. Something is shifting in your favor right now, even if you cannot see it yet. The heavy doors that were sealed shut are finally loosening. Massive opportunities that felt impossibly far are quietly moving toward you. You are not chasing your beautiful breakthrough anymore. It is actively finding its way to you right now. You have felt this sacred frequency your whole entire life. The rigid world constantly told you that your intense energy was just too much. But it was never too much for the universe. It was simply undiscovered and heavily suppressed by ordinary people. And right now, you get to make a massive decision. You can keep letting your bright light stay dulled, or you can finally give it the one thing that lets it rise. The vital question I asked you to hold at the beginning of this message is finally ready to be answered right now. What if the painful gap between your reality and your massive potential is not a character flaw at all? Here is the ultimate scientific answer. A specific brainwave called the gamma wave was running freely in you as a small child. Princeton University studied this exact brainwave extensively in their modern labs. The famous Einstein Center in Berlin officially confirmed its immense creative power, and Columbia University found that restoring this specific wave positively influences everyone you truly love. A dedicated team of experts led by Dr. Robert Lake spent years compressing this clinical protocol into 7 minutes. But before I tell you exactly what they built, you must hear about two chosen ones who used it. A tired woman from California had tried absolutely everything to find inner peace. She tried daily meditation and endless prayer, but nothing broke the heavy fog. 2 weeks after listening to this frequency, her marriage shifted, and she described her life as completely enchanted. Then a stressed man from Texas started using this to improve his struggling business focus. 2 short months later, his wife joked that his intelligence had jumped 20 points. His hardest problems started solving themselves effortlessly while he slept at night. He said it felt like his tired brain was finally running on pure power. That beautiful restoration is exactly what Dr. Lake and his dedicated team built. They call it the Genius Song. It is not a generic meditation app or a strange mystical chant. It is a 7-minute digital audio track using advanced brain entrainment technology. You simply do it at home, with your headphones on and your eyes closed. You absolutely do not chant or struggle or force your mind to be quiet. You simply let the healing frequency do what your brain was always designed to receive. But I must be completely honest with you right now. The Genius Song is not for everyone watching this video. It is only for the specific chosen one who has already done the deep inner work. It is for the person who knows their missing piece is a restored channel. If your spirit confirms this is for you, the path is wide open. Professional biofeedback sessions cost hundreds of dollars per hour in a clinical setting. An in-home machine runs into the thousands. What the Genius Song delivers is available today for a fraction of its true value. 4 powerful bonuses come with it to deeply support your spiritual journey. You receive a special track designed for your children and the original prosperity text. You also receive a beautiful guided visualization and a daily habits guide. These tools are built to sustain your brilliant gamma state long after each listening session ends. Here is the deeper truth about waiting for your breakthrough. The divine blessing arranged for you does not arrive as brand new information. It arrives as a clear and sudden recognition. A restored gamma brain finally sees what was always placed in its path. Waiting is not neutral, because the divine arrangement is already in motion right now. Do not look for this specific tool on YouTube or Spotify. The fake tracks circulating there have absolutely no brain entrainment technology encoded in them. They are cheap imitations designed to distract you. The only authentic version is safely protected. You can access it through the secure link that has been placed in the description below. The universe requires absolutely no physical risk from a chosen one today. If you do not feel the massive shift you truly deserve, every single penny is returned to you. That is a beautiful, energetic exchange governed by complete and total trust. The genuine link is waiting for you in the description and the pinned comment below. But you must remember that the physical tool is never the final destination. The tool merely restores your inner receiver so the destination can be easily recognized. God does not require you to purchase anything at all to be truly loved. What was described is simply one beautiful way your broken receiver is restored. Whether that specific path is for you or not, the profound truth of this message belongs to you entirely. The massive spiritual breakthrough happening inside your spirit is completely real. Now let us return to the beating heart of this important message. We must go much deeper into what is patiently waiting for your next massive step. Everything you endured in the dark was never a waste of time. It was meticulously preparing you for this exact moment. You are no longer the misunderstood one. You are the chosen one. The heavy burden you carried for so long is finally lifting off your chest today. The profound isolation you walked through was simply a sacred fire, and it was clearing the path so you could walk forward without any anchors. You do not need anyone else to validate your divine assignment. You do not need their permission to step fully into your massive spiritual power. The people who are meant to walk with you in this next season will never ask you to shrink. They will actually celebrate your intense frequency because they will easily recognize the massive anointing that you carry on your life. I want you to consciously release every single agreement you ever made with smallness. Release the dark lie that you are simply too much for this ordinary world. Release the heavy expectation that you always have to save everyone around you. You were meant to carry one specific assignment that only you can fulfill, and your precious energy must be fiercely protected for that one vital mission. This is for the chosen one whose spirit confirmed what was described earlier. The specific frequency tool remains completely available in the description and the pinned comment. The path is wide open for those who truly need it. That is the very last time it will be mentioned today. What follows now belongs entirely to your sacred sealing. We are closing this powerful message by completely locking in your beautiful new reality. You are officially standing on completely new ground today. The toxic cycles of your painful past are permanently broken and they cannot return. Your brave spirit has crossed a massive threshold that cannot ever be reversed by the enemy. When you wake up tomorrow morning, you will feel entirely different. The heavy mental fog will be totally gone and your mind will be incredibly sharp as you face the day. Do you feel that deep sense of calm settling over your body right now? That is the beautiful frequency of pure divine alignment. You are no longer fighting blindly against the massive current of your own destiny. You are finally flowing with the powerful river that heaven carefully prepared for you. The endless striving and the desperate chasing are completely over today. Every single tear you cried in the dark was carefully collected by heaven. Every moment you felt entirely alone was actually a moment of deep spiritual consecration. The universe was completely redesigning your inner world while you thought you were breaking apart. And now the brilliant masterpiece is finally ready to be revealed to the waiting world. Never again will you apologize for the intense light that you carry. Never again will you dim your beautiful energy just to keep ordinary people comfortable in your presence. If your bright light temporarily blinds them, they simply need to look away. Your only responsibility is to shine exactly as you were designed to shine from the very beginning. Your massive breakthrough is not coming in some distant future. Your breakthrough is already here right now, It is already moving through your daily life and rearranging absolutely everything in your favor. The divine provision you have been waiting for is already waiting on your path. You simply have to walk forward and confidently claim what is rightfully yours. Take one final deep breath with me right now. Let the pure air fill your lungs and cleanse your spirit of any remaining doubt. You are perfectly safe, and you are exactly where you are supposed to be. The brutal wilderness season is officially closed forever. You have graduated from the painful school of intense isolation, and you are walking straight into a beautiful season of massive abundance. Hold your head incredibly high as you step away from this message today. You carry the absolute authority of heaven inside your beating heart. No weapon formed against your beautiful mind will ever prosper again. You are fully awake, and your spiritual receiver is turned all the way up. The beautiful synchronicities will begin to happen almost immediately after you leave this sacred space. The profound peace you feel right now is your permanent new baseline. It will actively guard your heart and your mind as you peacefully sleep tonight, and it will be the very first thing you feel when you open your eyes tomorrow. You are deeply loved, and you are fiercely chosen by the Creator. Walk forward in massive confidence because heaven is walking right beside you.